The book describes fertility as the individual number of children born to a specific group of people, whether it be a society or ethnic group, and total fertility rate as the number of children on average born to a woman. Education, race, and ethnicity all have a part to play in childbearing, as around the world, it is shown that women with less education tend to have more children. And in America specifically, Latino women have the highest rates of total fertility rate, followed by African American women, white, Asian, and finally Native American women. The adoption rates in the US were largely unknown up until the mid 1960s, as prior to that, most adoptions were secretive and unknown to many people. In the 1960s, however, there was a decrease in adoption rates as the stigma around single mother and single motherhood became less. So mothers were less likely to give their children up for adoption, which made the pool of potential adoptions from the United States less. We do see a sharp increase in adoption from foreign countries from the 1990s up until the mid 2000s, where a peak of 23,000 children were adopted from foreign countries in 2004. But after this, there was a sharp decline as there were many regulations put into place to facilitate these adoptions. This was done mostly to ensure the safety of the children and mothers, while also trying to provide the best environment for the children that were placed in these adoption systems. I think there are many factors that go into um, deciding to have children, but it mostly boils down to whether or not the parents have the ability to have children and whether they think they have the means to properly care for these children. The inability to have children is called infertility, which is in a 12-month period of trying to have a child, the parents fail to conceive. This can cause a lot of stress for the parents and the relationships and can be very difficult for people. There are also people who decide that they don't want to have children either because they feel like they don't have the means or that they feel like they wouldn't be adequately able to have or adequately able to take care of the child, or simply because there are other things in their life they feel is more important than having a child at that specific given time. I think that I think that the main aspects of parenting today are to raise your child to be happy, healthy, and prepared for the world once they become an adult. The biggest factors in the parenting style usually are competition and insecurities. Every parent is insecure with how they raise their child because they want to make sure their child is raised to be the ideal adult that they have in their mind, and that is usually determined by the social culture institutions around them, and that influences how the parents think that they should raise their child. Along with this is the competition that comes with raising a child, that being comp- the competing the things that competing for the parents' attention, like job and other familial obligations, or also if they have multiple children, the children are also competing for the attention of the parent, which can cause stress among the parents and the children. And along with that, it can cause insecurities for the parents as they can feel like they are inadequately giving their time to their children and not raising them the way that they feel like they should be raised.